Hey everyone, it's AYBL Main, and today I'm going to try to tackle the Greatest Show on Earth by Nightwish. I have heard tremendous things about this. It is a long track that I did kind of break the normal mode and paradigm that I usually go through, and I did actually but I actually looked at the lyrics and on several sites, the Genius lyrics, to make sure they matched up with song meanings, lyrics, and everything else, so that I would have some idea about the lyrics that were coming my way. I believe this video still has subtitles anyway, so I'm going to follow along as intently as possible. It's really hard to follow the music, the visual performance, and the lyrics at the same time. I'm going to try to catch everything, but what I may do is you may see me like look away a little bit and maybe write down a note or two for a particular lyric that I'd like to get back to at some point and discuss at the end of it. As you know, I don't talk a lot during the video except to make some nice emotional or visceral comments because I enjoy that portion of it very much. But I will have the bulk of my reaction at the end, so I'm really looking forward to this quite a bit. Yeah, the truck even going by, he's excited about it, so that's kind of cool. So I'll see you at the end of this. Please leave comments down below giving me extra information that I failed to even acknowledge. Remember, I've read the lyrics, but this is the first time listening to the actual performance, so I'm very excited about this. So let's just jump in here because it's a long video, and that way I'm not taking up too much of your guys' time. Okay, let's see it here. Let's go. What do we got?
Followed by.
Oh, a little bit of props to two of us. Nice crowd. Everybody's getting pumped. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. I like the way they're just letting the song evolve naturally, not forcing it. Ooh, all right. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Nice. This must be Troy. Yep. Is there like an instrument he can't play? It's great. Hmm. Our goddess has come to join us. Wow. Ooh, okay. Okay.
After sleeping through 100 million centuries, we have finally opened our eyes on a sumptuous planet, sparkling with color, bountiful with life. Within decades, we must close our eyes again. Isn't it a noble and enlightened way of spending our brief time in the sun? To work at understanding the universe and how we have come to wake up in it.
Woo. Holy man. Make that jump. That's awesome. Man, Ty's going off on these drums, man. Fantastic. Woo.
Biological holy
drumming is great in this. Wow. Ooh. Gotta throw out the Dutch windmill. You gotta do it. Gotta happen. Amazing.
Of what will be, science of the Devonian sea. Alien stars running the tale of our soul. A day-to-day new opening for the greatest show.
Okay. Oh, showing off. Come on, Kai. Now we're talking. Get some metal. Let's go.
Little Lucy of the
The keyboards are the driving force behind this song. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Some evolutional elements being shown. Yeah, it's great.
We were here. Jesus.
That it? Wow, that seems okay. 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 So, a lot to unpack there. That didn't feel like 17 minutes at all, guys. Lots of notes. But let's just talk about visual show and music first. Fantastic. Definitely a top 3 song for me now, for sure. Loved Marco and her singing together. I just really impressed at how that dynamic works. It's great. Their voices lend very well to each other. Tuomas's keyboards are the driving force of the song. I always say when I listen to a song, what's the instrument that's driving the track? Sometimes it's bass, sometimes it's drums. In this case, it's definitely the keyboards that's kind of driving everything. There are splashes of the other instruments where they go out to the front a little bit, but still the undercurrent is always going to be Tuomas's keyboards here. The best drumming I've heard from Kai so far. I mean, I've only kind of listened to maybe 3 or 4 songs with Kai in them, so I have a little ways to go there. So I was very impressed with that. Her singing just is incredible. I mean, she just kept going up and down octaves like they were just effortlessly done. So I'm so enamored with her. And so now I get a little bit more of Troy playing all these multiple instruments. I'm wondering whether or not there's an instrument this guy can't play, especially a woodwind instrument. So very impressed with that. I like the fireworks. I like the visual show of it all. You know, that's so important, the performance of it. It gets the crowd into it and everything that's going on. This is the, I think it's 2000 and, is it 15 Tampere performance. So give me some more information about that overall concert, maybe some other songs I need to listen to from that. I'll talk about a few things that I kind of wrote down notes on. One, when I read the lyrics earlier, which is different for me to read the lyrics ahead of time. And then when I saw them again and I heard them sung, I don't know if you guys have ever listened to Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. He had a song called Fireflies on his one of his most recent albums called Ghosteen that he wrote after his son had died. And Fireflies discusses, it's just a spoken word song, and it talks about one of the things it says is that we are protons from a dying star. And when you think about the components that make up life, all the things, all the random events that would have had to happen in this universe to create human beings is just absolutely incredible. And a star explosion releasing protons and carbon matter, into the universe. Those are the things that kind of went into that too, and how the Earth was formed and stuff like that. One of the things they referenced too was the Goldilocks zone. I remember that from a science class a long time ago, was that the Earth exists in a Goldilocks zone. So in other words, water can exist in all three forms within this zone. It can be a solid, ice, and it can be a liquid, water, and it can be a vapor. So it can exist, and that's the reason that life can exist on Earth, is because of that one big, huge factor there. I did like some of the references to the potential people that could have existed on the Earth far exceeds the people who actually got to exist on Earth. So why are we complaining? We at least got some time on this Earth, even if it's just for a few decades. That's more than a lot of other people ever got at all. And that reminded me of a quote as I put down here real quick, as from Paradise Lost. There's a quote there from Milton that said, "Did I request thee, maker, from my clay to mold me man? Did I solicit thee from darkness to promote me?" And basically, it's just a really fancy way in a blank verse poem to ask, did I ask to be born? And for what nothingness was I brought forth from? And where is that nothingness is the place that I would return? It's a great question. I mean, and we are fortunate to be alive and able to ask those questions ourselves. So I think that's very cool. I also, when we're talking about how lucky we are to be able to exist, and when people talk about having some type of control over the fate of mankind, I want you to think about this for a second. You are sitting on a planet that is rotating on its axis at a little over 1,000 miles per hour, rotating around the sun at 66,000 miles per hour. Really, how much control do you think we have? Not very much. And so everything is just a very series of fortunate events that allows us to be here. They even kind of, I like what they say at the end when they're getting the crowd to chant with them. We were here, not we are here. We were here, because whether we want to accept it or not, human beings are only going to be here in existence on this planet for a very short period of time. We may think of it in long terms because it's thousands of years, but in the history of this planet, it's a blink of an eye. And I think that they even referenced the Devonian period, which was a period that had several mass extinction events that happened during that time that vastly altered the course of evolution on this planet that basically yielded us. And that's another series of an unfortunate event that yielded human beings. It's just a fantastic song. Tuomas is such an intelligent guy. So much went into like the making of this song and writing it, and to make it a nice, wonderful work of art at the same time. I got to give major props to this song. That's why it's definitely in my top 3. I want to go back and listen to it a couple more times and see what else I can generate from it on a second and third listen, and maybe look at the lyrics even at the same time. So, comment down below if you have something to add to some of the things I say. I mean, you can disagree with, some of my, thoughts on the matter, but this is just what I kind of extrapolated from the song itself and little notes that I made. Like the video if you want to like the video. Sorry, my voice is giving out on me here. You can sub my channel if you'd like. That's great. I appreciate it. Nightwish fans, you guys are the best. I hope to catch you guys very soon, and I hope you enjoyed this video of the greatest show on earth. Take care, bud. Bye-bye.